The B stands for believe, believe. Because if you believe you can or believe you can't, either way, you're right. Henry Ford said that. Now here's the thing about beliefs. A lot of people don't believe they're good with remembering names, and that's going to keep them from remembering names. So how do beliefs affect our behaviors? I'll show you an example. Shake out your hands right now. Shake them out, everybody, and put them and interlace them together, but keep your index fingers far apart. Keep your index fingers far apart. And what I want you to do is I want you to look at your index fingers and just stare at them. Just stare at them, look at your index fingers, and what I want you to imagine in your mind's eye is I want you to imagine that there's a rubber band around those two fingers. I want you to look at your fingers and notice there's a rubber band. Notice what color the rubber band is. Good. And what do you start noticing? I want you to start putting on another rubber band there. Imagine a second rubber band on your fingers. And a third. Wrap another rubber band tightly around it. And what do you begin to see? For many people, your index fingers are actually getting closer. So here's my question for you. Is there really a rubber band around your finger? So here's the thing. Your mind doesn't know the difference between something you vividly imagine and that's something that's real because it changes your belief. In fact, this exercise we just did, athletes do it too. They don't just do physical training anymore, do they? No, they do mental training. They do visualization. Golfers, basketball players will imagine the ball going into the hole or going into the hoop, right? Also, Roger Bannister, great story, right? In 1954, what happened? Throughout human history, nobody could run a mile in less than 4 minutes. He was able to do it though because he would visualize himself crossing a finish line, looking at the clock in his mind, and it says 3:59. Because remember, he knows what you know, that success is an inside-out process, that you have to take the invisible and make it visible, but you have to make it clear in your mind, because it's not you'll believe it when you see it, you'll see it when you believe it. If you believe you can or believe you can't, either way, you're right. So it's one thing to see Roger Bannister do it. Throughout human history, nobody could do it. He did it by visualizing himself crossing the finish line, changing in his mind first. The interesting thing, though, is what happened afterwards. Nobody could do it before. All of a sudden, one person does it. What happens in the next few years? Dozens of people started to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. Because what happened? There was a change in what? Was it a change in sneakers? Was it a change in training methodology? Was it a change in nutritional supplementation? No, it was a change of belief. The belief back then was the human heart couldn't sustain running a mile in less than 4 minutes and it would explode in your chest and you would die. When one person dispelled this limiting belief, all of a sudden it gave permission for dozens of people to do the same.